And I even got two launches on.
You are on here, yes.
When did you get?
Good evening and welcome to the school committee meeting of September 19th, 2019. As every meeting starts, I want to remind you this meeting is being broadcast live. It is also being recorded for use at a later date should we need it. Please join me in a moment of silence. Thank you. You have a pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everyone. Thank you. This is going to be a fairly brief school committee meeting. Superintendent's report. Jeff, you have one.
Yes, I do.
Item.
And I appreciate folks scrambling to put this meeting together. I have a resignation in central office, and I have an opening for the former assistant superintendent of student services of student services. So I have a vacancy upstairs currently. As you know, that position was formerly a director of student services. It was changed last September by the school committee, and the assistant superintendent title or position was formed. I'd like to go back to the Director of Student Services, and I need your approval for that. Enclosed is the job description. It's very much alike, except for a title change of the position.
I entertain a motion.
So moved.
Second. As described by the current superintendent. I have a motion and a second. Discussion. Fred?
Just had one question. Salary to be negotiated?
Correct.
What level are you anticipating coming in at?
It's a director salary, so it'll be less than the assistant superintendent salary.
Mike?
Jeff, just briefly, a brief summary. What do you picture this person doing as a, I know you have it written, but just.
So really the Director of Student Services incorporates special education, homeless transportation, special education transportation, and English language learners, as well as homeschool students. So it encompasses pupil personnel and anything involving students in the non-traditional setting.
Okay.
Everything but teachers.
Like it was, basically
Right.
what it was.
Basically what it was.
Okay.
I think when we looked at as the assistant superintendent, it was a little bit more as a decision maker in central office. This is as we put together the flow chart of superintendent, one assistant superintendent who has many hands in a lot of different things, and this is a true director position, much like many of the districts around us.
Thank you.
Any further discussion? Any other questions from anyone? All those in favor?
I have a question.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Bob.
This position, I'm assuming, would it be interim or?
That's a good point, Mr. Trotter. What I want to post is an interim position, interim Director of Student Services, to be effective immediately. I'd like to post as soon as this is approved, if it is approved, and move forward with an appointment of this position.
Does everybody understand what's going on? Because by October 1, I think we have to have this position
Correct.
filled legally. So I just wanted everybody to know that. Any further questions? All those in favor? Unanimous. Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else, Mr. Simonek?
We did put in a letter of what we discussed last week of the McQuon turnover.
Yeah.
So I sent a letter to Mr. McHugh, the town administrator of Hanson, saying that we will turn